Hi everyone, I'm Teacher Kit from Speak Up London, your English school right here in the heart of central London. Today we're looking at what Brits say versus what they might actually mean. Before we jump in, don't forget to subscribe, like and comment on our YouTube channel for more fun and useful British English lessons every week. If you're already in London, come and study English with us here on Oxford Street. We would love to help you take your English to the next level. Now let's get started. Today we're looking at a very special kind of English, subtext, particularly British subtext. Have you ever noticed that Brits rarely say what they're actually thinking? It's almost like we have a secret code based on politeness, a bit of irony, and an avoiding conflict. If you take our words too literally, then you might get a very different message from the one that we actually intended.
Hello everybody, how was your week?
Oh, amazing.
So why are Brits so indirect? In linguistics, we call this high context communication. In many cultures, people can be very direct. If an idea is bad, they say that idea is bad. But in Britain, we think often that being direct is a bit aggressive. We prefer to wrap our true meaning in a polite lie. We might call this some kind of politeness filter.
Excuse me? Sorry, do you speak English?
No, I don't, sorry.
So think of it like a filter. On the one side is truth, which might be thinking like, I hate this. And on the other side is a British version, which might come out as, that's an interesting idea. Today, I'm going to help you remove that filter so that you can understand what your British friends and colleagues are actually, or might actually be saying. Section 1, the office and professional manners. Let's start with the workplace. If you're working in London, these are 3 essential phrases for you. Phrase 1, with all due respect. The literal meaning is, I respect you. But the truth might be that I think you're totally wrong and I'm about to prove it. Usually, if I say respect, the less I actually maybe have for your opinion. Here's an example. With all due respect, I think we should look at the data again before we make a final decision. Phrase 2, I hear what you're saying. The truth is that I disagree entirely and I've probably already stopped listening, but I just want to end this conversation without creating any kind of argument. Here's an example. I hear what you're saying about the deadline, but we really need to finish this project by Friday. Phrase number 3. That's a very brave suggestion. Here's the truth. This is a classic. Brave here doesn't really mean courageous. It means that you're probably a little crazy and this plan is going to fail. If your boss calls your idea brave, it might be time to come up with a new one. Here's an example. It's a very brave suggestion for us to change our entire branding strategy just 1 week before the launch. Section 2, the understatement and the word quite. We Brits tend to love an understatement. We often don't exaggerate unless we're being sarcastic or dramatic. Phrase 1, a bit of a nuisance. If the London Underground is closed and someone says it's a bit of a nuisance, they actually mean it's a disaster and their whole day is ruined. Here's an example. The train was cancelled and I had to wait an hour in the rain. It was a bit of a nuisance. Phrase number 2 is not bad. This might be the highest praise that you can get. If a Brit says that your English is not bad, they might actually mean that it's excellent. Here's an example. I watched the film that you recommended last night. It was not bad at all. Let's talk about the word quite. Be careful with this word. In some situations, quite can mean very, but often British people might use quite to mean a little bit. If I say the meal was quite good, I actually mean that it was just okay. It wasn't great. But if I say the meal is quite good, then maybe I mean the meal is nice. Here's an example. The hotel was quite nice, but it was a little bit further away from the city than we expected. This means that it was okay. It was nothing special. Section 3, the interactive translation challenge. Okay, so let's see if you've been paying attention. I'm going to give you 3 phrases and you have 5 seconds to guess what the Brit actually means. Number 1, I'm sure it's my fault. It means it is 100% your fault, and I'm being polite. Here's an example. I'm sure it's my fault. I probably didn't explain the instructions clearly enough the first time. Number 2, we must have lunch soon. This might mean goodbye, and I have no intention of actually seeing you for lunch, and I want to end this conversation nicely. Here's an example. It was great catching up with you after the meeting. We must have lunch soon. Number 3, I'm a bit disappointed. This might mean I'm absolutely furious. Here's an example. I was a bit disappointed with the service at the restaurant last night. We had to wait a long time for our drinks and even longer for the food. So, how many did you get right? Let me know in the comments below. British English can feel a bit like a game of chess. It can feel like there's a strategy behind the words and the people aren't really saying what they're thinking. Understanding these nuances is what really makes you sound like a local and can help you to build better relationships here in the UK. I hope that you found this lesson not too bad. And remember, that means that I hope that you loved it. If you did, please hit the like button and share this with all your friends. Once again, I am Teacher Kit from Speak Up London. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more lessons every week. And if you're really ready to master the language, come and see us. We're right here on Oxford Street in central London. We have a wonderful community and we'd love to help you reach your goals. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.